Good morning, STN. The date is February 18th, 2022, and I'm Jacob Chu from KJLS Panthercast, reporting today from Palo Alto, California. Our spotlight today features a part of the Palo Alto community, local nonprofit Aidan's Cafe. First off, we have Lauren Murakami reporting on local nonprofit Aidan's Cafe. With only 37.5% of disabled people employed in the United States, Aidan's Cafe bucks this trend by employing mainly disabled people. This shop is a nurturing place for both its employees and its customers.
Thanks, Jacob. This is Lauren Murakami reporting on Palo Alto's Aidan's Cafe. Located right outside the Mitchell Park Library is a nonprofit business that helps those with disabilities comfortably find a job. Many disabled people have had a hard time finding jobs, and Aidan's Cafe allows them to interact with the Palo Alto community. The cafe is also a green business using 90% of compostable and biodegradable materials, which provides service to the planet as well. Aida's serves a variety of items such as scones, sandwiches, and so much more. Aida's is a location where there is something for everyone to choose from and is a very positive environment.
We can train special needs people so they can get acclimated out there in the real world. The part that I like about working here is having fun with all the customers and a chance to grow and learn something new every day. A good reason for somebody to volunteer at Aidan's Cafe is so that way they can get the experience that they need.
My mother, Kathleen Hughes, founded Aidan's Cafe in 2008. We have a mission to hire, train, and empower adults with disabilities. We've been operating here at Aidan's Cafe at Mitchell Park since 2014. We have amazing food, beverages, soups, salads, and we look forward to seeing you here.
The cafe is always open to support those with disabilities and has something all members of the community to enjoy. Aidan's Cafe brings a smile to customers every day with their service. This has been Lauren Murakami reporting on Aidan's Cafe, and now back to Jacob.
One of Palo Alto's busiest streets, California Avenue, was closed to car traffic during the pandemic. Now, the city council is debating making this change permanent in an effort to help the small businesses on the street. Aidan Peng covers this story.
In the city of Palo Alto, near Stanford University, there is one of the city's most busiest streets, California Avenue, a local historic place. The street houses both small and large businesses and hosts the local farmers market on Sundays. From restaurants to shops, cafes, and more, the avenue is often regarded as Palo Alto's second downtown. However, a record number of businesses were forced to close during the pandemic. Here's Ryan Khalil, the founder of Backyard Brew, a coffee and tea shop on California Avenue.
It was the initial fear factor that caused many businesses to close.
Additionally, because of the pandemic, the street shut off vehicle access from Birch Street to El Camino to allow businesses to have more space to accommodate outdoor dining and retail.
It's actually been lovely to actually have a walkable area. It almost reminds me of Europe. If this was actually put in permanently rather than having all these funky little tents, I think it'd be more amazing. I can always smile, even on the darkest of days. That's actually something that I've grown up with and lived with my whole entire life.
Recently, the City Council is discussing whether California Avenue will remain as a pedestrian-only zone in the future. Hopefully, the city's decision will benefit the businesses on the street, continue to provide services, and bring smiles to the Palo Alto community. This has been Aidan Peng from KJLS Panthercast, and now back to Jacob.
As businesses have shifted to go online during the pandemic, so have the Girl Scouts. A timeless tradition, the selling of Girl Scout cookies has also changed during the pandemic. Jaylen Wong interviews a Girl Scout on what has changed.
Thank you, Jacob. I'm Jaylen Wong from KJLS Panthercast, reporting live in Palo Alto, California. Girl Scout cookies have been sold since the 1920s. Their popular items include Thin Mints, Adventurefuls, and Lemon Ups. When the pandemic hit, they had to move to social media platforms to sell their cookies, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I talked to Girl Scout for more.
The Girl Scout of Northern California, they moved the business online last cookie season because of the pandemic. Our troop sells cookies every year to raise money for the troop, as well as to donate the money to charities. It's really fun because I'm getting orders from Texas, New York, Massachusetts, those places, and it's just so cool to see that people from like coast to coast really connect with each other.
Girl Scouts are an important part of this community as it teaches girls to think outside the box. So when opportunities like this happen, they can take advantage of the resources and learn and grow from their experience. When customers order and receive their cookies, it always puts a smile on their faces. This has been Jaylen from KJL's Panicast, and now back to you, Jacob.
An essential part of life during this pandemic is COVID testing. The COVID clinic provides this service free of charge, 5 days a week, without an appointment at the Kaberle Community Center. Aminjin tells us more about the people who run this necessary service.
Thank you, Jacob. This is Aminjin reporting here at the Kaberle Community Center. Offered by the Palo Alto Unified School District, or PUSD, COVID testing is available for all Palo residents at several locations. Anyone in the city can simply walk in and get a test without scheduling appointments, making COVID testing widely available. Here with me today is a patient at one of these clinics, talking about the importance of COVID testing in Palo Alto.
The very beginning, when they were offering the COVID testing, it was very difficult and I had to wait in long lines at the very beginning. I did buy a test kit that I did use at home, and it was definitely trickier and it was hard to get. I had to wait online for it. And so I think this is just definitely much better, especially as a person working every single day. Well and educated on whether COVID is in my system.
Overall, these clinics are a great help to the local community as it transitions into relaxed mask mandates. With not everyone having access to at-home kits, which are not always accurate, the clinic service is bringing many smiles to Palo Alto residents. This has been Aminjin reporting at Kaberle. Now back to you, Jacob.
Services within the Palo Alto community are only a tiny fraction of services among different cultures. These services allow us to accomplish our goals and grow as individuals. By fostering them, we are improving the world for future generations, and this is a prime example of services with a smile. Thanks for tuning in, STN. This has been Jacob from KJLS Panthercast. Remember, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.